Some people have an unfair advantage, and some of them, their unfair advantage is being stupid. Let me explain. First, what do you think about a stupid person? Well, they struggle in the learning process, they do things with the wrong way, and so on. But actually, these also are the things that make stupid people better than others. To make the idea clear, let us listen to person A and person B's story. Or let's call them Mr. Potato and L Calculator. So Mr. Potato and L Calculator are students in the same school. And L Calculator is the good student who always puts low efforts, then get high grades. And his life is just easy. But on the other side, we have Mr. Potato, and he's the student who always needs a lot of time and efforts to do or learn anything. Then, never expect high results from him. When they
graduated
from school, El Calculator never learned anything more than what he usually studies in college, because it just feels stupid for him to ask questions like a kid. And he only do stuff that he well calculated their obstacles, which mostly that makes him feel like it is so overwhelming to even start. Or even if he started, he usually quits so early because he gets unmotivated right away after he starts. Because he only thinks about the final result. And he never did put lots of efforts in anything in his life, even in school. And he thinks that with intelligence alone, he can achieve his goals, which actually that's wrong. While in Mr. Potato's side, he always asks dumb questions, and sometimes these questions lead him to learn new stuff. And whenever he has a goal, he learns about it and how to do it. But he doesn't spend a lot of time to know everything in the process. He just learns what he needs in the beginning. Then he just freaking jump into the journey of making this goal possible. And whenever he faces an obstacle, he just tries to get over it. He might panic for a while, but then he just try and just keep trying. He is okay with failing, and actually he learns from failure, even if he failed thousands of times. And he felt like there's no way to make it. And because he knows that he needs a lot of time and effort to learn or do anything, that made success much easier for him. Because as you know, mostly success needs more time and effort than it needs talent. And more time and effort doesn't always mean to try to do something for 24 hours every day for a week. Actually, it means something like doing the same thing for 30 minutes daily for a year or two. So the fact that Mr. Potato just kept trying to win eventually led him to win. Unlike El Calculator, who spent more time looking for the easiest way to win. But then, he never made it until the end. What we can learn from this story is, it doesn't matter how talented you are, but it is, are you really trying and learning? Or once you fail, you just quit? That's the key point that decide whether you will really win or lose. In the case of our characters, El Calculator never achieved his goals because he believed that he's so freaking smart and he needs to well plan anything before he do it. And if the plan fail, instead of fixing it and keep going, he just throw it and make another one and forget the old goal. But because Mr. Potato failed many times early since he was in school, so he learned that sticking to few things and focusing on them for so long is what really matters. What I wanted to say from all of that is, it doesn't matter how smart or stupid you are, but what matters is your mindset and your actions. Even though knowing that you are smart or stupid might help, but it isn't the most important thing.